Hey guys, today we're back in the 2005 Lexus SC430, and as you can see, it is snowing outside. We're going to be testing out these Michelin CrossClimate 2 tires in the snow and see how they do compared to some of the winter tires that we've tested this season. So again, 2005 Lexus SC430, 4.3 liter V8, 300 horsepower, 5-speed automatic transmission, rear-wheel drive. We have an open differential in the rear, so no limited slip. 245 40 R18 Michelin CrossClimate 2 tires. Upon first impressions, these tires are performing incredibly well. Better than some performance winter tires that I've experienced. So, yes, you can really have it all with an all-season. Let's go out for a drive. We'll show you guys what this can do in the snow. We'll turn VSC on, we'll turn VSC off. We have about an inch or so of wet snow. This is a bit heavier of a snow today. It's right on the cusp of freezing, about 32 degrees Fahrenheit outside. This Lexus weighs 3,840 pounds. It's a lovely car. 117,000 miles. Let's start off with VSC off. We'll just put it in second gear. And we'll turn around here. Oh, so easy to control. And with an open differential in the snow, you can still get nice and sideways. Yes, this is going to be one of those videos. I just got done filming a Cadillac CT5V Blackwing. Same conditions, same day, maybe a little bit cooler, about 31 degrees Fahrenheit out. Wasn't as slushy out when I drove that. And I've got to say, these CrossClimate 2s, that was on a set of Pirelli Performance winter tires. These CrossClimate 2s perform better. They're not as wide as the CT5V tires, and that could affect performance some, so they cut through the snow a little bit easier. But we still have a nice, hefty car here. And it's just amazing how well these CrossClimate 2s evacuate slush, snow. I mean, it's essentially a winter tire compound in a sporty tread design. The biggest difference that I'm noticing with these versus winter tires is they have much better wet traction. It's a little bit slushy out here right now, but again, it is just evacuating all of this beautifully. I have VSC off right now. I love that in this car, VSC off, with just one button press and everything turns off. No issues whatsoever driving at normal speeds on these roads. We'll see if we can find some slightly snowier conditions. But even in deep snow, getting this car out of the alley that it lives in, this performed really well today. Barely any wheel slip. I mean, look at that. That's amazing. Here's an unplowed parking lot. Braking performance, no problem. Acceleration, no problem. It's just amazing what this can do. We'll mostly be leaving traction control off in this video today. This is about 2 or 3 inches of deep snow. Just amazing, just amazing. Traction control just clicks away and makes a bunch of noise, if I'm being honest. This SC430 is just a wonderful car to drive. It's so smooth, so comfortable, so controllable. the seat heater will roast your butt off. It is volcanic. Immediately upon startup. You don't even need to wait for it to warm up. It's just immediately hot. There's decent torque from this 4.3 liter V8. It's a very quiet driving experience. A little bit of wind noise, though this is a folding hardtop convertible. Braking performance is excellent. It's one of the big surprises that I had with this SC430 is just how good the factory brakes are. These tires are literally exceeding the performance of some winter tires that I've tested in these conditions right now. This is just amazing. Let's show you what VSC does. So, VSC is on right now. We're just going to set off very gently. It's going to make a lot of clicking and limit wheel slip. And when we get sideways, it's going to break some of the wheels to keep us from sliding around. A buddy of mine just bought a set of these tires for his wife's Ford Escape, and he drove home in conditions similar to this. And he said, these are the most amazing tires I've ever had on a car. They're so good. You can go a little bit faster than you think you can in slush just because of how well it evacuates everything because of that tread pattern. You have to be very careful in wetter snow like this because you can really unsettle the car at high speeds and then you just don't have a lot of control. But these CrossClimate 2s are just doing amazingly well out here. Famous Lexus stability control here. You can literally slalom yourself to a stop. We're going to turn VSC off again. Braking performance feels about like what a winter tire would do. Massive rooster tails coming out of the rear end. Here we have some snow now. All right, let's try another braking test. Try not to get into ABS as much. That's very impressive. That's very good. Let's try to start with traction control on. Foot to the floor. We'll let the car figure everything out. It's finding grip. So many noises. Let's try that one more time with VSC off again. Take some steering input, but much better acceleration when the wheels are allowed to slip. Into third. I think this is pretty much the first all-season tire that has really kind of brought the category to a whole new level of performance in the snow. I've driven on some all-seasons in the past. A lot of the competitors to this tire, like the Continental DAWS. And although that is a tire that will get you through the conditions, it doesn't really excel in them like this does. This is able to do some pretty amazing stuff. some deeper unplowed conditions here, and it just doesn't care. Oh, it's wonderful. I have so much control with my steering, with my throttle inputs. Second, get a little bit better decel off throttle. This is pretty deep through here. This is kind of the perfect tire size, honestly, for deep snow conditions, because it's not too wide that it's going to just float over everything and not dig. This is digging into the snow. This is giving me amazing traction. Oh, I love it. I just love it. This isn't my Lexus SC430. If you remember from previous videos, this is my mom's Lexus SC430. She always wanted one of these, and she bought one. It's good to have one of these in the family. Us back into drive. I wouldn't hesitate to daily drive this car one bit in the wintertime. Also, there isn't a ton of low-down torque from this 4.3 liter V8, so it actually does pretty well accelerating in the snow because it's not asking a bunch of power from the car immediately. It's a very linear power delivery. I read in comments and on YouTube posts and in forums that this car was very good in the winter on a good set of tires, and it is. I can't believe what it's doing in these conditions. This is amazing. All right, well, I think that's gonna wrap up our video for today. Thank you so much for watching. We'll find a place to pause, walk you guys around this car real quick, and that'll be a wrap. But wow, I am very, very surprised and impressed at what this is able to accomplish out here. The smoothness, the ease of control, the traction from front and rear, and the way that these tires are just able to evacuate snow is probably some of the best I've experienced with any tire, except for maybe a very hardcore dedicated winter tire. Granted, I don't think these tires would perform as well on ice. Did not get a chance to drive this in the ice this year, So we'll leave that judgment until we do. But until then, it looks like the road ends here. And it seems like a pretty good place to kind of wrap up this video, do a quick walk around. Love this red too, it's so sharp. This is grippier snow that we have today, but some cars and some tires do struggle on this stuff. It's still slippery. If we get a chance, we'll post some more winter driving videos on this SC430 in different conditions. Every snowfall is unique. Every different type of snow quality yields different driving conditions and results. So we will we'll have to keep testing this throughout the winter. But man, you guys have been able to see in this video just how impressively these are able to perform in pretty adverse driving conditions. For a tire that can stay in your car all 4 seasons, it really doesn't get much better than this for an all-season tire. And I would argue this has better performance than some winter tires. All right, we'll leave on that note. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.